Hello everyone, I am Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and welcome to this stream of this Saturday, the 9th of May. How is everybody doing? Very nice to be streaming on a Saturday again. There was a few Saturday when I just couldn't stream, unfortunately. Actually, fortunately, because for example, last week on Saturday, I was at the Clair Obscur concert, which was absolutely amazing. Little short, I must admit, but the concert was absolutely amazing, and we've been waiting for it for about 6 months. So yeah, it was a great thing. But this weekend, nothing planned, so really happy to be with you, to be spending my Saturday evening with you all, and really happy that you are choosing to spend your Saturday evening with me. Hello Shane, hello Disblows, hello Alex, hello Lucy, hello Yano, welcome everyone, nice to see you all. Welcome. Let's see. You guys have been chatting a little bit. From what I can see, this looks like some sort of mine train. Right, it's going to build. Yeah, as Disblows said, I actually built it quite a long time ago, but we're working in that area. Let me load the actual save because I'm a weird guy. I build on pause. But yeah, that it's not actually a mine train. It's just a regular train, but it's a train theme coaster. And yeah, this was actually the first coaster that I put in the park, and the park's first coaster back in 1997. So it's the oldest coaster in the park, which was rethemed in 2025 in the park story. And great segue actually. This retheme is what we're doing today. What we've been doing for the past few streams. Essentially, this area of the park, as I probably said before, let me put on some music. There we go. This whole area of the park, you can imagine that it was not necessarily themed before. It was kind of the first, the first few rides that the park has put in the park. Well, in the park before it was a park. And so yeah, when of course the American, it was a Western section back in 2000 was added, and then in 2002, 3, I can't remember. Let me check out the ride board. 2003, yeah, okay. So yeah, and this in 2003. The level of theming has consistently been going up. Then there was a bit of a gap between the editions, because those were huge editions until 2013 when they added Fiske-Schusten, and then they've been on a steady growth to become the park that will come out. Well, will to the park that it will be at the end of the series, essentially. Hello Ginata, hello Fahrenheit, hello Grimdev, hello Happy Summer Wedding, and hello Mr. Domez. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you all. Whew. So what are we cooking today? Actually, great news. I believe that the next episode is gonna come around Friday next week. I definitely want to finish it as soon as possible, and I believe that that it's going to be ready. I've finished the scenes. This is the only scene that I haven't done, and for spoilers reasons, we are not going to do it during this stream. If you want to see spoilers, you can become a VIP. But otherwise, I would like to keep it a secret until I can actually show you guys everything that I've done. So what we're going to do is that we're going to enclose everything, because right now it's pretty ugly, right? It's really ugly, this dark ride. It's just a handful of boxes, and it's not really great at the moment. So we're going to make this a show building, perhaps do some terraforming, some foliage work as well. We shall see. We shall see. Honestly, we shall see. This is definitely a massive park already. I'm very impressed. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lucy. Yes, it was a park that was started on the console back about a year ago. About a year ago in June, actually. And yeah, I kind of stopped at the end of this this area. I was able to put in the parking lot, the entrance, the train themed section, themed to northern France. But this place was very different if you look back at episode 2. And then another massive addition was what I call Alpenstadt, which is our German area. And then once I got a PC in November, I started working on the Norwegian area, which is right there. This is Fiskekysten. Again, I have many episodes touring those already, so if you need to catch up, definitely do that after the stream. In my opinion, the videos are great. I really like what I'm doing with this series, especially now that I've found the optimal kind of format to do, and hopefully the optimal release schedule as well. We shall see in a few days. But yeah, let's get to work. Hello Nilis, welcome to the stream. We have a lot of work to do. Oh yes, and as we've done for the past few streams, so these people were the donators for the last stream, and we also have another stream goal, or whatever they call it, donation goal, something like that. So basically the idea is that you guys, if you donate, you are featured at the end of at the exit of the ride, like those people here. Basically the green people behind the ride are people that I have already placed in. For example, I can see Happy Summer Wedding is in the chat. You can see that here. Happy Summer Wedding is right here, and the artifact of Happy Summer Wedding is the bride's veil, and you know, that kind of thing. What happens if I pay again? Can I have a quote under my name? I actually have 2 places where I can put your name, but first of all, you have my endless gratitude, so that's great, I think. And if you pay twice, let's say that you will have both your name on a box, and also I have like the schedule here, like the departures here and the arrivals for the railway customs here. So I might feature you in that if you're already there, as you are, Wonky. So anyway, let's get building. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that... Oh yeah, something that I wanted to do, because I toured the park a little quickly, and I redid the design of the thing that I... So yeah, let's actually show you guys that, because this is something that you might not pick up on. But yeah, this was the old design before the updates. And once I got early access to the update, I checked out pretty much everything in my park to see if anything was broken. And the one thing that was well, not actually broken, but like that changed, is that the potions did not have the same glowing effect when they're turned off. Like I think those are the orbs from the sorcery packs. So that's what I basically redesigned this whole thing. First of all, I've replaced the potions with the orbs, and but then I thought that those were a little thin, and so I wanted something a little more alien, and so I went with some tridents and some I don't even know what they're called. I think they're called roses, aren't they? I don't know. I don't actually know. But you know, a lot of golden details and everything. And so yeah. This is, by the way, the artifact that causes what's happening in the ride to happen. It's called so in French it's called the contrôle temps. which means the time controller, which is a really exciting concept in my opinion. So we have to replace the one that was there that I hadn't replaced. Oh, I'm at 1 degree angle snap. I don't like it. Thank you. Okay, I'll donate in a few minutes. This will be the last donation for a couple of streams. That's fine. You don't even have to donate. You know, it's totally totally optional. And even though I really appreciate it, I must say, if you're tight on money or anything, I know you guys are genuinely a very generous bunch, but you know, keep your money if you can. I will live on. I will live on. The entrance never stops feeling majestic, no matter how many times I've seen it. It's still impressive. I really like the entrance. How can I say it? Basically, the sequence. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. The entrance sequence. Basically, I believe so. Not in the PC file, but in the console file that was a little more permanent. I basically made you guys spawn here, and so you were basically arriving at the park as if you were coming from the parking lot, and then you had to go through security, and you have the first reveal of the entrance gate. And once you go through this what's it called, the entrance, you see the manor, and then once you go past the manor, you see the entire park. And yeah, the entrance sequence is really, oh my goodness, I'm burping a lot and I hate it. But yeah, it's all this. It's like a massive park. It is my first mega park, as you can see in the title. So yeah, it's very special. I believe it will definitely be one of those parks that what the hell that happened with that? I don't know. One of those parks that will age like fine wine, I believe. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I really do genuinely believe that it's gonna be one of those very special kind of parks. Do I have like a... Oh yeah, that's because I have that thing here. Okay. So is it like 4? Okay. I don't remember what I've done. It's actually been a couple of weeks. It's a couple of weeks? Yeah, almost a couple of weeks since I've done this, so it's a little confusing, but it is absolutely fine and dandy. Bad news is I missed one. Fun fact: did you know when a plane flies over a flock of penguins, they all look up, follow it, and fall over? I did not know that. No, I haven't been lucky enough to be around a lot of penguins in my life. Bad news: there's a Woody in my park, and I want to custom support. God help me. Yeah. I believe God cannot help you if you're doing that. It's the work of Satan. I shouldn't do that kind of joke, but it's my kind of humor. I don't care. Yeah, no, it's honestly, now that it's done and complete, I see it in a different light. The custom supporting of the Woody. I almost am convinced to do an RMC after all, and so it'll kind of be a surprise whether I go for an RMC or if I go for the second option, the Vekoma. I believe the Vekoma would make more sense in the story of the park, just because it'll have this kind of rivalry with the other big French park, Parc Astérix, and will want to compete with Tutatis being the highest and tall highest and tallest is the is the same thing. Yeah, and what are you talking about? The tallest and fastest of France. So I'm really excited to do that kind of thing, essentially. Please group the entire roof as one. It's annoying me. You have to keep switching groups. I don't care. I do whatever I want, man. No backseat gaming here. What is this? What is this? You want to fix it? Fix my park. Download it and fix it. I'll build however I want. Yeah, that's good enough. I tell them on email Max every Wednesday and Saturday. I think £2 to YouTube. Oh. Yeah, you might not. I don't think it's a good idea to do that then. No! Leave me alone! Leave me be. I believe what I'm doing right now is like a single group, so what do you mean? You played around with the arcades from the update yet? Not yet, no. Not quite yet. I did place one, like a pre-made one, from Frontier, when I got the early access to the updates about 2 weeks ago now? 3 weeks ago? I can't remember. 2 weeks ago. And just to see how they behaved and to make sure that I understood how they worked. I am still unsure whether I'm going to use the arcades in general. So we shall see. What I really would like to do with the arcades is basically try what John T from Geekism has done, and it's essentially just doing a sort of midway game style kind of thing. I feel like it would be a better fit than an arcade. And also because in the story of the park, the Zamperla Nebula that is right here replaced the arcade of the park. So yeah. Just realized I used a bunch of pieces that I don't necessarily need. I think. Yeah. So if I do this, yep. About this. Okay, and that. Perfect. Yeah, I told you I'd do it. Thank you again, Wonky, for the £2. Let me make sure I double that to make sure I double your shout outs. There we go. Thank you so much. I see a rock sticking out of the show building. He's teasing us. You want to see something real cool, actually? Because there's also that thing that sticks out. And if I press play... Ta-da! So that's a big tease. For anyone who's not a channel supporter, you may start speculating about what that is. I have to give a big shout out to I don't remember their name. I believe it was Skipper, but I'm not sure. But someone over on Bro Nation who actually made one, but for a coaster, a moving walkway, and so I asked for how they did that, and I'll show that in the actual video. Don't worry. It's just that yeah, I thought it was complicated. It's actually not. It's just a bit of a pain to set up, if I'm honest. Oh, there we go. We're reaching to this end. So let's make sure that everything... Let's make sure that we're not wasting pieces, essentially. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. What's your favorite detail in Belleflore that a lot of people miss? Whew, there are so many. I think I don't know if it's my favorite, but I really like it. It's the fact that there's the captain's presence throughout the entire ride. I think I can show it now because the episode's out and everything. But there's the you know, Captain Forson, which is the main character of this ride alongside Tristan Nicholson. If you look at the clutter around the ride, you can see his items around the ride. You can see it here, then you can see it here, and all the way at the end of the ride. And of course, you can see it when you're being eaten by the giant snake. But just to symbolize the presence of the captain everywhere, and being with you, and to me at the very least, again, your interpretation is whatever you like, but to me it's really the ghost of the captain kind of trying to save you from what he from what he died, essentially. And that's why you can see his ghost at one point when you're faced with the giant snake. So yeah, that's a detail that I really like that a lot of people have missed. Okay. Something like that. He indeed. Hey Nitro, welcome to the stream. Can I super chat in a video chat? So you get 5 euros. Yes, that's what you've just done, I believe. It's another Omni mover, right? You'll see. You will see eventually. Ah, dang it. Stream on my another 5 euro things. I'd rather pay in a stream. Oh, in video. Yeah, you can even do it in. Now I get what you mean. Yes, you can do it on a video. You can even do it as a comment. In fact, I believe a handful of people have done it as a comment in the past. For example, I believe This Blows, who is in the chat today, has done it on a video in the past. Are you looking forward to update 10 in June? It's coming with a new to the series feature in the next DLC. I'm not 100% sure that DLC, what that DLC is, but people are speculating it's got to do with parades. No, it's 100% has got to do with parades. Basically, if you translate the Planko on the whiteboard in the teaser, you can get the word parade in Planko. And so, yeah, parades are definitely confirmed by that teaser in particular. So we're like 100% sure that we're getting actual parades, which is kind of exciting. But it's not something that I want to have in Belleflore, so I'm kind of like meh. You know, it's not really something that I was looking for. I'd rather be excited for the rides that might come in this DLC, hopefully, if there are any. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm personally hoping for shows too, not just parades. They're not saying anything about shows, so I would take that hope with a grain of salt, if that's even something that you say in English. I don't know. Right. Wait a sec, is the dark ride done? It is almost done. I have a scene left to do. I have like the scene that bridges what I've shown in VIP chat this afternoon and the end of the ride that I had already done in the past. This was actually the first scene that I'd done. So yeah, that's it's almost done. I'll do it tomorrow morning, and just for the sake of not spoiling you guys the experience of the ride, I'm doing only the show building and this evening on stream, just because it's a great way to continue working on it, but also, you know, not spoil you guys the surprise, because it kind of is a surprise. Let's call it what it is. Right, so the issue is that this building was... By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I completely redid this show building. Before it was just plain old black concrete. And I thought if I were to redo the entirety of this area, I should overhaul this building to the standard of what I set all the way over there with Fisker Sang. Good afternoon from Eastern USA. Hello, Andrew. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Right, so now it is aligned, right? It's not. Why isn't it? Is it because I have like a 5-degree thing here? Huh. That's odd. That's a bit odd. And let's do it by hand then. That's fine. I just want to check out the... Okay. Scale is 100%. It's kind of piece inefficient. Aren't there 4x4 pieces of that type? Yeah, but gridded. I don't like to work with gridded pieces anymore. And you know, I'm already like very efficient with my pieces, so who cares? Was it small? Can't remember. Yes, small. Sorry, I'm starting to get a little bit distracted by the chat as always. It's fine. It's a stream. We are here to have fun. Still wondering if there will be an update 10 or it will just be DLC that they drop. I don't know, actually. Like that is actually a good point. And it will all depend on whether they actually go for the new feature being in the DLC, or whether they want to put that as the update, which, in my opinion, would be a better idea. But yeah, if they do that, there's a chance that one, we don't get any rides, and two, we don't actually get that significant an update. So I don't know. We shall see. My opinion is that we should have the parades as an update, and the theme and more rides as the DLC as always. I think that would be the ideal course that they could take with this new DLC on June 18th. Well, being revealed on June 18th. So I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Obviously, we don't know much. Even us content creators, we know like literally nothing more than you guys about it at this point, at the very least. So yeah, I'm excited to learn more. And obviously, as always, stay subscribed because you guys will learn about it first if with my info shorts that I do. I really like doing those actually. Like the last one, it seems like you guys really enjoyed it, and I feel like it was a surprise, so people were really excited about it. When, well, surprise, sort of a surprise, because people were expecting the updates to come out on the first day, which was the last day of the month. Wasn't any room to really do anything else, but you know what I mean. Hey Marilyn, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. I want to see the frites just ribbon and the chicken stall shops in the new DLC. Well, we shall see. But we do need more food and flat rides as well. But food, well, not just food, but drinks as well would be nice. I feel like we do have a nice variety of drinks, to be fair, but I feel like food could definitely be better. Like, why don't we have fries? It's like a theme park staple. The show building for the Zero looks more detailed than I remember it. Or should you just say yes? It's another case of you talking before I actually say anything about it. If the feature is not the DLC, usually they do new features as non-DLC. As non-DLC, okay. And have a DLC as add-ons to the new features, at least in the past. I honestly wouldn't know. I'm pretty young in the community, if I'm honest. So I'm actually not sure what they would do with such a case. But I'm hopeful that they might go down the road, down the route of you know, just having the made feature for everyone, because I feel like, in my opinion, that would bring a lot of people to the game, and then add so people who might buy the game thanks to the update, I mean, and after that get the DLC, so you get the money from the people who are already playing in the game and all that. So I don't know, we shall see. Honestly, we shall see. This is my 2 cents about the subject, but I'm ready for anything. And anyway, we don't really have a say in what happens anyway, so you know. But I know that a lot of people, not a lot of people, but a handful of people at Frontier watch my stuff, so you know. If they happen to stumble upon what I said, this is my my thoughts on that. We shall see. We again, we don't know much about the DLC, so we cannot really say much about it at this point. Our brains are linked. Oh no, that's a question. Are our brains linked? That is hard for me to say as a Frenchman. Sorry, I don't think so. I don't think our brains are linked at all, man. Yeah, it feels weird to have such a favorite feature being locked behind the DLC and paywall. That's definitely my thought, for sure. I feel like the reason why they had the you know, the little contains paid content and whatnot that they have under those kind of videos. I feel like that might be just because of the theme. So, toast crossed, as always. Toast crossed, we won't really know until June 18th anyway, so, you know, no need to talk at length and speculate endlessly like some of my colleagues like to do. But yeah, it's... we shall see, honestly, we shall see. Did someone post something actually that you guys are talking so much about the DLC, or is it just like something like completely random and completely unrelated? Ba-dum. Hey, Breadguard, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Been a while. Anyone got a good name for GCI Woody? It's Louisiana themed, Bayou themed. Well, Gator. That's like a no-brainer, isn't it? I feel like something with an alligator would be like a perfect name. I don't know. Gator is like simple, to the point. That's exactly what it needs to. That's what I would call a Woody with that theme. And you know, it leaves some interpretation for the mind. We have to wait until June 18th, at least for us non-content creators. I assume they will get it mailed earlier to content creators. It's not exactly how this works. Essentially, I actually don't know if I'm allowed to tell you guys, but I will anyway. Basically, the way they do it is that we get the file with the video that they will post to their YouTube channel a little later. And usually we get the embargo to know that we're not supposed to talk about it until a specific date and time. And as for the early access to the content, usually for DLCs we get a code because the thing is already listed on Steam. And for... Oh, I just realized that there's a tiny gap. There we go. And for the what's it called? The update, we get access to a Steam beta. What is the way that they call it? And it's essentially an in-dev version of the, like, it's not the release version. It's close to it, but it's they call it a beta at the very least. And yeah. It's basically like a code that you have to enter in a specific place on Steam. So yeah, that's pretty much how they work. But usually there's a bit of a delay. With Update 9 that wasn't the case actually, but with Toybox, for example, there was a bit of a delay between the early access and when we knew about it. I think there was about a week. Like we knew it for 2 weeks, I want to say, and then after that we could do the video for the reveal and all that, and they they gave us the early access about a week later. Actually, no. I remember Toybox being really, really well planned, like fairly in advance. I really like that because it was technically my first DLC coverage as a content creator who got early access to all that. So that was great. Whereas, you know, the Sorcery DLC, I was still on console, so I had to wait until the thing actually had come out. But you know, anyway, who cares about that? Have you seen the rock work I've done on my wooden coaster? I love how it looks. Some of my best work so far. I think it's a bit repetitive. From what I'd seen this late afternoon, I think it's a bit repetitive, and you can do some better work on that. Like, it's great, it's looking great, but if you rotate every piece ever so slightly, I think like just have it be less regular, more irregular, essentially. It's random. I haven't seen anything about the update yet on the unlocked Discord so far. Of course, it's like we're about mid-May, so you know. Of course, we're not gonna hear anything about that until like, well, I want to say June 18th, obviously. Hey, Mineral! Nice to see you, Minnie. How's it going, man? Other than there is a new community manager that joined a few days ago. Really? I didn't know. There was a new influencer manager actually who was handling the update 9 thing. Can't remember their name, unfortunately, and I don't think I'm at the liberty to share anyway. But yeah, that was a new name. That wasn't like Chris or Kat like before. I'm not even sure Kat is around anymore. See you, Shane. Thank you so much for joining for a little bit. Somebody brought up DLC, so I just threw my fuss. I saw that. Not that one, a different one, sorry. If it still needs work, I'm not sure. I'm sorry, Wonky. Yeah, Shane said something before the stream started. But Shane is a professional lurker, you know. And that's why I like him as one of my mods. He's my silent assassin and also tech guy. And I've known Shane for quite a while, actually, almost 4 years now that I think about it. We met on Iron Maddie's Discord, and he was part of the mod team with me. It's crazy that very early on I was a mod in Iron Maddie's Discord. That's probably why I get along with a lot of people. Like I'm very sociable and in general probably very and maybe even too much too passionate. So that might be something that draw people in, I don't know. But I was really glad that Shane decided to join the mod team because he's like an actual veteran at that kind of stuff. I believe he's working with Channel 5 as well. Which has been around for a long, long time. In fact, I believe his profile picture comes from there. So you know. He is an OG, he's been there for a while. I'd rather focus on the stream, Wonky, as always. Even though I'm about to go on a bathroom break because I'm dancing on my chair as always. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's save that real quick. Oh yeah. The park is so heavy now that I have to make sure that it saves. Like it's a big file now. So yeah. What are you working on this evening? Basically this is my new dark ride for the park. I've completely done the Vapeur sur Rail area to move the restaurant, which was kind of horizontal here before. And what prompted me to want to do that is basically thinking that this ride, which was at the heart of the train before, did not fit there, and it had a short queue and everything. And so I did this that I believe I posted on Bro Nation and is already part of the file in when I added the Wild Water section, the first Wild Water section at the very least. And then I thought, why not do the dark ride idea that I had at the very beginning of the project? So this is what we're doing now. I've basically almost finished the interior. I only have one scene to do, which is this one right there. But since I don't want to spoil you guys the story and, you know, the entire thing, I'm just doing the show building and the surroundings because I'm gonna have to do that anyway. So I think like that's a good thing to do for this stream. But anyway, yes, we've saved a little bit. I'm going to leave you guys with Bucking Bronco for my bathroom break, if you don't mind. Let's go chase you. I feel like it's great. Alright, see you in about 2 minutes. And I am now back. Yeah, I had to go to the bathroom. I was literally dancing on my chair, so thank you all for staying around. Anyway. Let me just redo this and all that, and we are ready. Okay. cultures in the background. This is the what's it called? The lo-fi album of Planet Zoo that they did, I believe in 2019 or maybe even more recently. I don't know, but it's really great. It's really relaxing, and I feel like it's great to stream with. And it's also kind of copyright free. You know, nothing is there's no such thing as copyright free technically. But usually video game music you can kind of get away with. So that's kind of where I draw the line. There we go. Alright, let's see if I missed anything. Okay, but from America. Is there a reason why you make the last beam 99% size? Never seen that before. Is like, yeah, it's a special trick to avoid Z fighting. You know, a lot of people do, like I do it as well. Like for example, here, this is another trick to avoid Z fighting. You just like move it ever so slightly, like a centimeter or something. But for the beams and I did that a lot over here with a lot of the buildings. I put it to 99 just because it basically is on the same plane. I don't know if we can actually see that somewhere. I don't know, it's so subtle that you don't actually notice it, but it's basically another trick to avoid Z fighting. That's why I do it. As far as I know, Channel 5 Gaming has been active since the beginning of Planet Coaster. Yeah, Planet Coaster indeed, yeah. Fun fact, I was a Planko OG too. Great. Hey, oh my goodness, how do I say that? J. Bitru John? I'm gonna call you John. Welcome to the stream, John. Just not on the Discord community, too young for the platform. Same here, been there since the alpha stage. Wow. Oh, nice wooden coaster. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Hey, Dan. Welcome to the stream, man. And welcome, Stein. Welcome to the stream as well. Sorry for being talkative right tonight. Yano told me to calm down. Yeah. Oops. Oh, there's Z fighting right there. I forgot to do this one. Hey Days, welcome to the stream. Where does the spark take place? I believe you also already asked that in the last stream, but this is a French park. What languages do they speak? French. Why isn't it grouped? Please group yourselves. Thank you. This is why the whole park is in French. The whole French is in park. The whole French is speaking parks. All right. Now time for the walls. Will you be building the dark ride off camera? This is already what I've done, yes. Basically, I know you've just joined, Dan, but basically the reason why I'm doing the show building is because I have one last scene to do for the dark ride, and I just didn't want you all to get spoiled, because I feel like with those things it's always much better to get the full experience and not getting it out of context, essentially. But if you do want it out of context, first of all, there's a channel supporter post basically detailing the whole concept of the ride, but with no spoilers of the actual ride. And then if you're feeling extra spoilery, extra spicy, let's say. You have also the screenshots from the what's it called? The VIP chat. Is it like a? I feel like it is. Yes. Hold on. Let me try that. Breeze, 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 breeze. That's brick. Breeze block. There you go. Yeah, that's perfect. Kind of. So yeah, this is why we're not building the actual. Well, technically we are building the dark ride, you know, but we're not building the actual scenes. What's inside this building? The dark ride coming in episode 9. Episode 9 will be coming next week. I'm pretty certain of that. Probably on Friday as well. Okay, great. They speak French with a Blanco accent. That's hilarious. Isn't this park a French park? It is a French park. Hey, miss. Totally missed you there, even though you were like very visible with the blue mud roll. Doom, doom. Okay. And something that is going to be a bit of a challenge with this whole redo of this area of the park is that I'm completely redoing the backstage layouts because at some point this back of house area will welcome a massive car park, probably the HR building and all that. So yeah, big thing. This blows. Thank you for the 60 rows. Spoilers, there is a 40, what am I saying? 400 feet RMC in there. I know because I am one of those trendy VIP supporters. Trust me, bro. I was actually very happy that another VIP supporter joined today, being Makeshift Mean, who has been a supporter for a little while now, and I'm really happy that they decided to become a supporter as well. Like it's great to see people trust my content and all that, and like what I do. It's always really humbling. There we go. Strata RMC, I highly doubt that. Yeah, he's joking. That's just this blows in a nutshell for you guys. He is a silly goose. Alright. Something like so. There we go, we got a corner. Now, is it ugly? Can't even see it. Okay, great. Oh, I think I have to add you, this blows, because you... Yeah, I have to add you. Okay. Do. This blows. with the €6. Thank you so much for donating and giving us progress on the chat goal. A nut? I'm allergic to nuts. Yeah, and if 400 feet is strata and 600 feet is exa. By the way, I feel like it's a very missed opportunity to have it called hexa with an H. You know, like an hexagon, essentially. A hexagon is you know, a shape with 6 faces. I feel like that would have been great. And keeping with that theme, I feel like 500 feet might be penta? I don't know. It sounds like penthouse as well, so why not? Might be a terrible idea, to be fair. Oh god, not the gun talk. Was it with this blows that I had this talk about the shapes? No, it was with broccoli, wasn't it? It was with broccoli because he didn't want to do the hexagons with the Hive restaurant that he's doing for his park right now. I really like what broccoli is doing, by the way. If you guys are not on the Discord, you really should join the Discord server, because there's like a ton of people that are really talented, sharing a lot of stuff on there, and I cannot recommend it enough. What am I building? I'm building the show building for our dark ride, basically, since I don't want to show you guys spoil is the appropriate word. I don't want to spoil you guys the story without context. I feel like it's appropriate to do that tonight on the stream. What's gonna be and I know it's in a few days. I have time to think about that. But what I'm a bit worried is that I don't really have an idea for what I will do on next Wednesday, next stream. So that'll be interesting, because I don't know what we'll do. What do you mean I can't? There we go. That was weird. Oh goodness. Hepta and Nana Coaster sound great, I believe. But it's just my opinion, and my opinion is known to be trash, so you know. The fact of the matter, I actually don't really care. I'm sorry, I'm mean. But that's true, I actually don't really care about that kind of thing. I'm much more into the symphony of coasters, where compared to, you know, the big coasters that are like real scary and real trendy and all that. You know, I'd take a Voltron any day over Falcon Slide, for example. Which I know might be controversial. That's not saying that I would not want to ride Falcon Slide. Like, I hope that at one point in my life I will be able to. As many other big, very marketable roller coasters, like, I don't know, Top Thrill 2 or that kind of thing. Or Fury 325. You know, that kind of coaster. But it's not my bread and butter. You know, my bread and butter is doing experiences and symphonies with my stuff and enjoying them in actual real parks. Like Voltron, I feel like Voltron is a great symphony for a coaster. When I say symphony, you know, it's with its elements and all that. Whereas the exit of the ride, it's literally at the same place where the entrance to the building is. Basically, they are you're entering through the arrivals, and you're leaving through the departures. I thought about having a gift shop actually for this, but I didn't have enough room. There we go. No. 2 meter, please. Thank you. Benji has 734 viewers right now. It's insane. What do you mean? Is he live as well? Oh, good for him. Good for him to get the viewers of a tiny Planet Coaster YouTuber. I don't know. I don't care. I have my my core audience with me, and it's great. But welcome, Char Char Blinks. I'm glad you're choosing to watch this stream instead of his, and to support a smaller content creator. Oh, it's his first stream. Okay. I think that's my 35th, if I'm not mistaken. Let's actually have a look. I believe it is my 35th. 36? Actually. Crazy. Hey, Commander. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. And welcome, Stu, as well. Hello, Yan. Super excited for your Belleflore project to be completed so Six Flags can buy it and add more flat rides. Keep up the good work. There's another interpretation of Belleflore out there on the workshop. I don't remember what it's called. I just know that we have discovered it on stream the other day, and we called it Badflore, which is a little mean, but it's also really funny. It was actually pretty good. You know, it's definitely someone who doesn't spend a lot of time on the game, and I think that's fine. You know, not everyone is a content creator trying to make like massive things. But you know, for what they were trying to do, I feel like they did a great job. Benji needs to get good. I don't know. I feel like he's doing a decent job in his niche. It's not my kind of thing. I feel like it's not realistic enough, honestly. And therefore, every one of his videos, but his rock work and architecture really needs improving. I just feel like And again, I'm not judging from the videos. I've just looked at the I don't even remember the name of the park, but the part that he posted on the workshop. This is the only exposure that I have from Benji, and a comment that well, multiple comments saying that I had ripped off the name Marvelous Realms from him. That was the early days of my channel when I was only a small YouTuber at the time. But otherwise, yeah, I just think that the scale is like too big. This is my only big critique, but otherwise I feel like it's great what he's doing. Maybe the coasters aren't realistic. It's just not meant to be a realistic park, right? It's just like a mashup of various different things, and I think that's fine. You know, you need to have different play styles in this game to have a community. You know, you cannot always have everyone be realistic builders with realistic coasters and whatnot. I really enjoy having different perspectives on what the game can offer. So yeah. What's the most viewers you've had that you can recall? On a stream, I have no idea. Especially now that I stream on PC, I cannot check out the viewer count. So I actually do not have any idea. And frankly, I kind of don't care. I really don't care about the views. I only care about, you know, spending some time with you guys, spending some time with my community in general, and that's all. That's what it's all about to me. Because, you know, it's like literally the opposite format of what I do when I do videos. So, you know, it is what it is. Hey, Makeshift, our new VIP supporter. Welcome to the stream, man. Hey, Henry, welcome to the stream. Char Char blinks. I also just came from Benji's stream. This would be nice, actually. Let all of them flock over to my stream. That's a nice thing. Exactly, this blows. Don't care about the views, care about the viewers. Even though it's really good when we have like a decent amount of views, I gotta say. But usually I do care about views when it's videos. I care less so about the views when it's streams. I'm gonna be honest with you guys about this. Because, you know, videos are different types of content in general. It's in numbers will usually be a symbol of the growth that the channel is having, and so this is why I'm really interested to look at the stats of the videos. But yeah, for streams I couldn't care less. 33 right now. This is decent, very decent. Very, very decent. Who's Henry? This is you. Watch the floodgate open. We're about to go into the Planet Coaster 2 soundtrack, I believe. Now that the Planet Zoo Lo-Fi album is complete. There it is. What do you mean he's raiding my stream? I don't think he's raiding my stream. I feel like we would feel it if we actually had a raid from Benji's stream. Hey Yaden, welcome to the stream. Yep, I jumped about 5 minutes now to you from Benji. Greetings from Germany. Hey! Nice to have a fellow European here. I do love a big warehouse behind a facade. Yeah, me too. It's gonna be pretty hard to hide the show building there, though. Gotta be honest. Well, actually, nothing a bunch of trees and foliage cannot fix, you know? Right. What do I do usually? I feel like I do fences next. So let's do fences. Guardrails. Do you think you could handle over 500 viewers on a stream? I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I feel like if I had so many people in the chat, I feel like I would miss a lot of the chat, if I'm honest. I would try to read it, but it would be really overwhelming, and that's why I don't think I would read the chat as... Oh, I have something here that I have to fix. As attentively as I am right now. But, could I? I feel like I could, yes. Anyway, let's fix that. What is that? There we go. We good? Yeah, we good. The chat would be going crazy, yeah, for sure. For sure. But then again, I do hope that at some point it might be the case, just because that would mean that there would be a good enough growth for the channel that 500 people would be interested in watching me stream. So I guess it would be a nice thing in general. It would be a nice nice sign that the channel is healthy. So, you know, I'd enjoy it. The Sports Stooge, welcome to the stream. You can't even keep up with chat right now. Oh hey Jan, hello, welcome to the stream. Are you talking about me, or are you guys still on about Benji? I feel like everyone is talking about Benji, but no one is talking about what's happening on screen or you know, anything else. Is he actually like struggling that much? If so, it's kind of funny. Miss Barbar being called their queen. It's so funny. I had to super chat him lots to get him to read my message ideas. So what you're saying is that I have to ignore you to get super chats then? I'm going to ignore you guys right now until you give me super chats. Give me your money! I mean, to be fair, that might be an actual strategy that he has to get the... to get some money out of you guys. Like, ignore the chat until you have super chats and all that. It would be actually like really funny if that's what he actually did. You know, like, Benji exposed. It works for Benny. He made like 200 pounds. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's actually kind of crazy. There's no way you wouldn't do it on purpose then. I don't care. I'm not here to make, like, money at all. I mean, if I do, again, the goal is right there. You guys can donate, but it's like not a... I'm still going to stream even if you guys don't donate, as always. And just as I say that, give me your human monies. Thank you so much, the sports douche. That's actually so funny. But thank you so much for the 10 US dollars. That's actually a massive donation. Massive no. Let me just place this fence and add you to the list of people I have to add it to the ride. And that's another thing. Like, that's my strategy actually. I add you all to the ride, you know. Let's copy makeshift. There we go. The sports stooge. There we go. And that was $10. Thank you so much for being so... Oh my goodness, I only read the super chats. Nah, this is kind of toxic, to be fair. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for being so nice. What is your full name again? Hold on, let me... There we go. Your full name. Don't actually tell me your full name, you know what I mean. But thank you all, you're actually being so nice. A guy called... Oh. A guy called Henry. Yeah, I'm not putting the YT. I don't think it's very useful. No, there is no Euro symbol in the game, unfortunately. I don't know whether that... Well, technically there is, because the game... let me show you. Like, the game... Where is my Euro? There it is. Like, it's right there, you know, it's in the text bar, in the actual UI. But, you know, when I press enter, it just doesn't appear. So I don't think it's a game issue. I feel like it's a game... it's a font issue. And so all the fonts basically do not support Euro for some reason. And it's a bit weird. It's a bit annoying when you're doing a park set in France, honestly. But you know, you make do, and so that's why I have Euros like that. For example, if you go over to this place, you can see that I put Euros in letter form, unfortunately, instead of the Euro symbol. It is what it is. You make do with what you have. Put our full government name. I mean, technically, your shout out will probably be Henry, just Henry. So we shall see. So hold on, I might have missed a lot of things because of the super chats. But thank you again. Thank you to both of you. You are really generous. I really appreciate it. I just joined your Discord, Jan. Hey, welcome, Ginata. Didn't have enough Blanco Discords yet. There are a lot, but I feel like the Yan HQ is generally a nice place full of nice people and people who are genuinely passionate about the game and really want the game to thrive. And usually, it's really rare that there is bad faith on the server. There might be at some points, but it's honestly pretty rare. And even so, usually opinions are respected much more than, I don't know. I mean, for example, the Frontier Unlocked server is, in my opinion, a tad hostile. I feel like moderation could do a better job there. Even though I really appreciate the official server, I feel like there's a bit of a moderation job to be done over there. Anyway. Hey, Just Dangbo, welcome to the stream. Personally, he's not struggling as much as people are saying, but Benji is a bit unrealistic. Oh, you mean build-wise? It is what it is. I mean, as long as he's having fun, it's all right, you know. Can we get Van Yam Collab Park? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, he was only replying to super chats. That's a bit toxic, honestly. To only reply to super chats. I feel like it's a strategy, to be fair. It's a business strategy, and I'm gonna give him credit for that, but I don't know, it's a bit toxic, I feel like. Then again, don't hate the player, hate the game, right? But I feel like the way we're doing it together, it's much more organic and much more surprising as well. Oh my god, I've missed so much. Strategy is to talk about other people's donation strategies. That's kind of what happens, yes. Van Ham and Yen collab park would be so wild. Who is Van Ham then? Yeah, okay. What's a euro? I mean, 9 Planet Coaster Discord servers. I don't actually know how many I'm in. I'm pretty active in about 6. And that's pretty much it, honestly, if I look at the what I call my garbage servers. You know, you can group things on Discord. They're like places where I want to be just to be kind, but I never go on there. Usually if I post, this is where I'm the most active, you know, places like Moomins, Bro Nation, The Frontier Unlocked, Haukeland, actually I like to be in as well, even though it's a bit dead these days, but it is what it is. And Alban 12 is as well, even though that's a French one. I really like them. I think they're really, really nice people, and it's honestly kind of a breath of fresh air to be in a French-speaking community instead of an English-speaking one, because, you know, as someone who speaks French and who is from France, it's nice to be among peers, if that makes any sense. It's not peers, but you know what I mean. Among French speakers in general. It's a nice change of pace, essentially. Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one. I certainly do have one. Yes, that's for sure. Unlocked hostile. Never noticed it. Sarcasm. Official servers always seem less welcoming for some reason. Well, I feel like, or at least the only one that I'm on is Frontiers, and it feels like people are joining just to shout at the game, you know? I feel like they're not actually searching for the way, the actual, like, constructive way to do that, so it is what it is. But I still appreciate it, and I feel like it's a great place for beginners to show what they do. I'm definitely glad that I'm in there. Super chat just came up on the screen. Yeah, okay. Some people are just too loud on the official unlock Discord. You know what? I mean, you've seen probably some of the conversations I've had with some of these people, and I ended up just putting them under the ignore feature of Discord because it's just so annoying at some point. Like if you're, you know, if you're always talking about really negative stuff and you know, just talking crap all the time, like this is just not a nice look, first of all, and this is not the way to make friends. You know, I've found that in life, you make friends around the things that you are passionate about, even though some people do make friends around what they hate and all that, but I feel like it's not a nice way to enjoy life. You want to be cancelled? What do you mean? What have I said? Building realistic is really cool to a certain level. But when people freak out about vertical Gs or lateral Gs, I get annoyed. I mean, at some point, if that just throws me off your experience, I feel like it's a big point. Like if it's noticeable, I feel like there's something to be done. But that's just the way I play the game. Once again, like that's it is what it is. Yeah, they just join, drop their crap, and never come back. Basically in the unlocked, yeah. It is what it is. It is to be expected, to be fair. I got tells from their Discord server. I just wanted hotels and walls that block guests from walking through them. I mean, that's fine. I don't think you... If that's really the reason why you were banned, that's just not a good idea. That's just not a good enough reason, in my opinion. Except if you were spamming that. Spamming is not cool. Then again, I cannot do much about the Frontier Discord, so you know. This is a pretty backside of a show building, thank you! It's really exciting, I know. To be fair, the gameplay of watching me build scenes of a dark ride is probably like something that would make you all throw up because I move around so much in a tight space, and it's like it's probably the most likely thing to give you an epileptic seizure or something. Hey SK Dog, welcome to the stream. Notice someone put me on the ignore list as well. I guess it's one of the guys you put on ignore as well. Probably. It probably is, yeah. I mean, I guess it's nice. It's mutual. You know. But in a way, it's kind of sad that it has to come to that. So, you know. You know, you join a place to share cool things and help people, and yeah, It's almost like sometimes it's frowned upon, but it is what it is. The official unlocked server is so miserable, I cannot deal with it. To be fair, you're so right. I try to, at some point, like once or twice during a day, I might just hop on it just to see what people have posted. But usually if it's like negative content, I just like go away. It's also the remaining official channel for talking to the devs and TMs, so I understand why it's full of mostly critics. I guess so, yeah. Building indoors is always difficult with an in-game camera built for open areas. That is true, but if I may offer some advice on how to build interiors, it's really easy to build from the inside out. Like sorry, I just burped. Oof. Sorry about that. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that the indoor inside out is probably easier, and then sometimes I would like to do a building, like for example, this is what I've done with the gift shop and the diner. I did the facade first, and then just so I could see the footprint of the shop, I did the inside. But yeah, it depends on what you're doing. Genuinely, with dark rides, I feel like it's the better way to do it. You know, to have to do it from the inside out. You know, do your scenes first and then enclose it within a building. But yeah, it is what it is. I was joking. He said he felt refreshing. Let's speak English since he's French. Ian knows I wasn't. Yes, I do. I do. I know you weren't. But to be fair, it is refreshing to share a passion with somebody who is not having to think about English, if that makes any sense. Like that's a big change. Hey, Henry. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining, Henry, and have a good rest of your day as well. And thank you again for donating a little bit. It's always really appreciated. And hopefully I'll see you around. Yeah, it's a weird building, isn't it? It's a weird building. I like to get a general layout of the size and shape of the building, but not actually fully build it. I feel like, yeah, a nice, like, knowing the footprint of the building is probably best. Just because building with limitations usually is a good idea. But you know, you can also do it afterwards. Are you planning the entire show building exterior done today? I think so, yeah. I think it's very doable, and I'm also planning to do a little bit of landscaping. Like we're barely 2 hours in, so I feel like it's definitely doable. The building looks like Texas. That is actually so true. That is very true, yes. I did not expect that, but you're so right. Oh my goodness. I laughed so hard that I have to blow my nose. I'm sorry. There we go. Sorry about that. I took a quick sip of water as well. Hide a Texas flag in the dark right as an Easter egg? Nah. Nah. Even though there would be a place where I could do that, I feel like it's not necessary. I love this park more and more every day. Thank you, Yoppa, and welcome to the stream. Should have been a Western dark ride? I can't tell you guys some things, I'm sorry. I will tell you this, there will be a shooting ride in this park. You know my love for shooting rides. It's not gone away. As somebody who lives in Texas, no it does not. You have to think about it really hard. It kind of does, actually. I can see it. I can see it. Like a very low poly version of Texas, but you know. Nicholas is saying yes, it does. Yes, yes, it kind of does. Hey Tectonics, no worry, no worry. If you're joining a bit late, as long as I'm still going, or even if I'm not going, it's totally fine. There's no real real imperative to be there every single time, you know. If you're there, it's fine. If you're not, it's fine as well. As long as we're all having a good time, it's all great. Damn, the show building is very triangle. It really is, yeah. Well, that's not a triangle. You need to take some geometry classes, Alex. But I get what you mean, yes. Simplified new logo version of Texas. This is not Texas. This is like Nevada on its side. Oh my goodness. You can actually tell who is from the US and who is not. And it's actually really funny right now. And I'm loving this. Do 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 do. Ba da ba 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 ba. Ba da ba da ba ba. Building is a nonagon. There we go. We're back to the nonagons and all. That's good. Always stay hydrated. Yeah, very important. Ba-da-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum. It's 180p quality Texas. This is getting worse and worse. It's so scuffed, this conversation. I hate it. I hate it here. What are these 3-line things for? Barking? You guys are on fire tonight. What is happening? No, those are the piping, basically. Usually for water or stuff. You know, for in case of a fire and all that. I don't know. I just saw someone do it at some point, and I just do it everywhere now. Sorry for starting it. No, please. Please do. I love it. I love it when chat is wild, right? Like this. It's so great. It's actually so great. I'd much rather have a lively chat than a dead chat. I should put a no parking sign on the roof. As funny as that would be. Oh, actually, I don't remember who asked me that earlier, but I do know what my favorite detail is, but it's something that you guys have never seen. So I like it's for me, and I don't really know if I want to tell you guys because it's really funny, and once somebody finds it, it'll be really funny. So I feel like I want to keep it a secret. But there is something in for a couple versions of the park that's been in the park since Fisker sang that a lot of people have never seen, and I'm kind of shocked actually that nobody has seen it. But yeah, it's really funny. It's a stupid detail, but I when I did it, I had to place it. So yeah, if you want to go on an Easter egg hunt, this might be something to do. Everyone get on Belleflore and find it for sure, for sure. He's only here to use us, chat. When the park is finished, you should do a stream where we give you crazy suggestions and recreate meme floor. I mean, technically, you can already create meme floor, so you know. Feel free to do it. I would probably try to tour it on stream if you do. Give us at least a hint. The only hint that I will give you is that it's been there since the Fisker sang episode, so episode 7. So, you know, if you're smart, you will deduce that this is a thing that has appeared in that episode in the park. So, you know, happy hunting. Oh no, it's not that. Well, it is the same song, but it's not right now. I have to Six Flagsify the Imagination Kingdom first. Miss is gonna be really happy about that, actually. What was my favorite project in this park yet that I've done? Then that is a good idea. That is a good question, honestly, because it's like choosing one of your children, really. That is a tough one, actually. That is actually a tough one. I mean, it's a bit stupid and very simple, but I think I want to go with Borealis. Like, Borealis is not really the most exciting project at all. Like, it's just a big coaster and that's it. But I really wanted to make a Mac Mega, like a proper Mac Mega, for a long time, and being able to actually do it was a really great way, and it was also the moment when I went back to Belleflore for the PC season, so I really enjoyed working on Borealis and that episode in general. Like, that's probably not the... Blah, what have I done? That's probably not the most exciting answer, if I'm honest, but, you know. It's probably, so far, what I've liked working on the most. I really enjoyed working on the diner as well. The diner was really fun to do. And yeah, I really like doing the lighthouse as well. The lighthouse was really fun to do. Oh, the mini golf. The mini golf is probably my favorite project. Yeah, the mini golf, I always forget it because it's such a small part of the park, but it's such a really groundbreaking thing that we've been able to do with broccoli. So yeah, I think it would be the mini golf actually, now that I think about it. Because the mini golf is really that special. Scenery group 12,478 is crazy, I know. I know. Hey, Stein! I need those for back of house stuff. Would be great blueprints. To be fair, it's really easy. You can really do it yourself. Like, it's really easy to do. But if you need to check it out, you can just check out the what I've done in the park and steal it if you want. What's my favorite theme park? At the moment, with the ones I've been to, it's Europa Park. Europa Park to me is like the best theme park where you can spend the day at. I feel like they've understood everything about the theme park going experience, and they're really smart about what the things they do, and very consumer-friendly things in general. So I really appreciate that as a consumer myself. What's your least favorite one? Maybe that's easier. It's not because I dislike it. Let's be honest about that, and let's say that right away. But it's definitely Bucking Bronco for obvious reasons that it was a massive pain to do the project. Like, it took so long to just do the supports. Like, can you imagine doing for 8 days straight, 10-ish hours a day, only supports, like only putting beams of wood. It's like 7,000 pieces of wood like that for 8 days straight. That was my experience working on that ride, and it was not the best experience at all. I still like the ride, you know, but it's genuinely something that I'm glad is over. And this is why I'm not looking forward to doing another one anytime soon, and why I replaced the RMC with a Vekoma LSM. And I feel like with the story of the park and the fact that it'll have a lot of Vekomas by the end of the series, I feel like it works well as well. Like, I feel like it's a great idea to have a lot of Vekomas and have it be kind of like what Mac is to Nigloland, for example. Like, they have a great working relationship. And I feel like that's a nice sentiment. I don't like the way I place those. You could say it's a mini part of the park. It is. It is. Only 12,478 rookie numbers. Hey, I'm only getting started. I still have half of the park to do left. Going to Europa Park for the first time this year. Cool. Really cool. What is the worst theme park in Europe, and why is it Walligator? I've never been to Walligator, so I don't have first-hand experience. But from what I've heard and seen, it's not great at all. I don't really like what I'm doing right now. I feel like it's wrong. Yeah. Let's completely start over. I feel like there's a better way to do it. There we go. You're going to Europa Park for 2 days this summer? Great! That's awesome. Except for their marketing team. Yeah! Oh, by the way, I have to tell you guys about that. They reposted a fan content that was made with AI. You know, those awful AI videos where AI just takes the content of a video and makes it like, I don't know. It wasn't that, but you know, makes it Ghibli or something. And so on that post I was like, let me try to find that, actually. Let me try to find a comment. There we go. So the comment that I posted was, fan content or not, let's not encourage AI generated content, especially since there are so many talented creators out there showing your park in its real beauty. And this is right now the top liked comment with 428 likes on it. This is the most like that I've had on Instagram. Have you ever been to Fantasyland? Because it's also really well themed. Yes, it is. It is, and I've been to Fantasyland. In fact, my very first vlog that I have on the channel is one from Fantasyland. If you're hungry for some more content after the stream, you might want to go and have a watch. And I really like Fantasyland. I just feel like it's a bit... there's not enough space to walk around, in my opinion. Like it's very small and almost claustrophobic for someone as tall and big as me. Even though I really appreciate what they do, and I feel like they're still a leader in the business, I still feel like it's a condensed park, you know what I mean? Like they really use the land really well, but I feel like it's also it's their greatest strength and their biggest weakness in the same in that sense, you know. Okay. There we go, that's a little bit better, but we still have that big empty space here. We have to do something about that. Hey Boxer Boy, welcome to the stream. If you had to pick one roller coaster that you could only ride every time you went to a theme park for the rest of your life, which one would it be? Well, it would probably be my my top one right now, which is Voltron. I really love it, even though after some time I would probably die because it's really intense. So maybe Conda? I feel like I could lap Conda like on and on and on and on without ever getting tired. So probably Conda, yeah. Well, you know what we could do actually? Oops, not this. Oh yeah, there's that. Okay, so we're just gonna have this one then. That's fine. Never heard of Walligator, might have to give it a look. The only thing this park has got going for it is the B&M invert that they've imported from Japan. Otherwise, it's a pretty bad park, if I'm honest. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da-dum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Let's do another one. Boy, I'm gonna watch it right after stream. Great! Hey, 10 Pilots, nice to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Wish they could do more with the fenced area invitation, and yeah, probably. I mean, to be fair, their recent investments have been toward that that area, so maybe it announces something for the future. I don't know. They've recently added the what's it called? I think it's called Astorias, the play structure, the climbing structure, and it looks really cool. Honestly, not my kind of thing, but I have to admit it looks really cool. And they've also added an ice cream parlor over there. I can't find the post you're talking about. Which account was it? It was the official Europa Park account. They might have removed it from their grid, but it might be still in Reels. Let's see. Yeah, they've definitely removed it from their grid, so you might have to find it in Reels. Yeah, it's the 6th one when you go in the Reels, with 137k views at the moment. What is that new ride they added in Berlin? It's not a ride, it's actually a 4D cinema, like a very high-tech 4D cinema. Basically doing something with the Mouse au Chocolat storyline, if I understood correctly. Or something in the sort. Fantasyland is like a psychological horror game from the 2000s. Great atmosphere and visuals. And music, but terrible movement, weird comparison, but it's true. It's a weird comparison, but I get it. Yeah, I definitely get it. Hey, welcome back, Lucy. Alright, so I think we have our roof pretty much complete now. The only thing that we are gonna have to work on for the roof now is gutters. So let's snatch the ones from there. And you see, once you do your own assets for your show buildings, this is something you can easily copy over and adjust for everything that you're doing. So I really recommend doing something like that if you're really into realism. Have you done any Vekoma STCs? Not yet. And emphasis on the yet. There will be one in this park. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Jan, did you ride Woozball when you went to Fantasyland? Yes, I love Woozball. It's a great ride. And it's so rare to go on a ride like Woozball, so I'm really happy that I got to ride it. Oh god, I just got a tornado warning. That ain't normal for my area. Yeah, be careful then. Make sure to stay safe, GrimDev. Yeah, Woozball. Woozball is a great coaster from Fantasia then. It's a pretty rare credit as well because it's really unreliable, so not a lot of people have it. Saw it when I visited, but a staff member told me it was broken that weekend. Oh no, you missed the cred. Ah, that's sad. That is very sad. You guys don't know Woozball? Really? Oh, you have to Google it. It's a great ride, really unique. Hey, welcome back. Fahrenheit, welcome back. If I don't say your name, you won't know who I said welcome back to. The greatest ride model ever. Well, it's definitely unique, that's for sure. I'll give it that. Hey Gil, welcome to the stream. Hi, I'm back from babysitting so I can finally watch the stream. Yay. Nice to have you along, man. Welcome to the stream. We're building a warehouse. Woo! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I feel like one on these sides as well might be good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. How is everyone? I'm doing good. I'm doing great. You can build anything and I'll watch it. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. Why is it going underground when I'm moving it? Like, I don't get it. There we go. I overall just really enjoy Planet Coaster 2 and all its tools. Make it so much easier to build the way we want to. Yeah, I definitely agree. I would not be able to go back to Planet Coaster 1 at all. I feel like we could copy this over. Could you theoretically build a massive parking lot, cover it in coasters and call it Six Flags? Theoretically, yes. Theoretically, you could. Would I though? No. I feel like it's the most boring way to play the game. So it's like 8 meters, okay. Oops. Nope. There we go. There we go. Big garage door. Oh, it is extremely rare, yes. Well, actually, I can only... Oh, yes, but I... Ah. It's fine. It is fine. I can just do this. Oops. From the trailer, it looks like the new DLC or update is going to have working garage doors. I'm hoping they will be available as a scenery piece. Yeah, I don't know. We can already kind of do it. I don't really know if it's gonna be a new feature or not. I've kind of done some for Sub Explorer before, so it's definitely doable. Joking aside, I wonder if the park knows about the whizball joke and how widespread it is. To be fair, I feel like everyone got trolled by whizball at some point or another. I definitely did. I remember, I believe it was Corvus who trolled me with it? I can't remember. Being asked about a coaster that doesn't exist, that would be fun. What time is it for me currently? It is 10:45 p.m. You hear about the Mac water coaster track being spotted at Bolton's? Yes. Yes. I mean, we knew it was going to be a water coaster for a while, but now we get it confirmed. I'm a bit worried about the track color. I feel like it's weird to have it yellow, but I don't know. If it works for them, why not? Why not indeed? Oh, it's already time for Easy Breezy! How many? So it was a joke. I was checking everything to find something. To be fair, I'm pretty sure you can find something. It's just not something true. But I feel like it's really funny how easy it is to troll people. I believe there are some oh, that is a weird thing. Hold on. Is that aligned? It is, okay. It's, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel like there's even a screenshot of an intimate Zack spin going around to troll people. It's really funny. And I got, so you know, I can't say much. How did I set this one up? Okay, sunk in the wall. Something like so. And how high was it? Okay. It's an enthusiast rite of passage to get trolled by Woozball, for sure. At least it's pretty funny. I remember I was kind of annoyed by it when I got trolled, but now I kind of look at it, look back at it pretty fondly. Right. Why is it not? I mean, multi-select, aren't I? Oh, it must be two different. Okay, well, let's do it like that then. I was like, why isn't it like snapping on the building? Now I know. Hey Ozna, welcome to the stream. What's inside these buildings? This is the first coaster in the park. You guys know it. I just redid the show building to make it up to date with up to my standards, even with everything that I'd done after that. And this is our new dark ride called Le Contrôle-Temps, which means the time controller, and it's going to the episode is going to come out next week. I do have an E. Little big. Do you watch TPWITP? I have no idea what that is. I mean, that the first part looks like Theme Park Worldwide, and that I do, but I'm not sure what ITP stands for after that. Oh, I'm just gonna switch to something else. Let's see. There it is. That reminds me, I saw the show building for Minecraft going up yesterday, and it is huge. Good. Good. I really hope it's gonna be like a massive event for Chessington, that coaster. And I'm really excited to go back to Chessington just for that, honestly. Being a long-time Minecraft fan myself, I feel like this is something I might be really interested in. So we shall see, honestly, we shall see. I'm not quite sure when that'll be possible for me, but I'll definitely let you know then next time I'm in the UK. Especially around Chessington, for sure. I just noticed that my fences are not exactly lined up. Let's redo this this side of the fences. So 5 here and 5 there. Oh, the back hurts. As Spider-Man once said, my back. It's Digital Den's new series this past week in theme parks. Oh, that's fun. That's a great idea. But no, I unfortunately don't watch it. But I feel like that's a good idea. Really makes me think of This Week in Video Games from Skill Up. If any of you watch that, it's a great concept actually. Okay, so now we have our middle. Yeah, I've seen that. I've watched Theme Park Worldwide's vlog on the new land. It's really cute. It's genuinely really cute, and I really enjoy what they've done with the land. It could use more greenery, but otherwise I feel like it's really well done, and I'm really looking forward to doing that ride, because it looks like, well, it's also a tier if I'm not mistaken, right? Like it's a new kind of tier flat ride, and it looks like a land version of the tier jet skis, so I'm really excited to try that. No access to the roof, like a ladder. I'm working on all that. I'm working on the walls. Please be patient. I cannot go faster than I already am. Actually, let's do it right now so that you guys will be happy. Let's see. I feel like we should have it near here. Yeah, I'll do this. We're gonna need a ramp for the car parking as well. Fun fact, there's gonna be a staff parking lot at the back of this building. I don't know if I'm going to do it for the episode or if I'm going to wait until I do the massive backstage episode at the end of the series, but I definitely want to do a staff parking lot at the back of this show building, because I feel like putting staff parking lot at the back of show buildings is really easy. And I also really want to redo the road network, sorry about that, around this this entire land, because it obviously needs to change because of where we're at right now. And yeah. No, that's not what I wanted. Thank you. Oh. It's not 1 meter? Really? odd. But there we go. We have our roof access now. Staff parking lot on top confirmed. Do you have baby change facilities in the park? It's implied in the toilets, yes, you can imagine that they are there. I'm not really interested in going into that much detail for this park. Especially because in this park I decided not to do my custom toilets. I'll definitely do it, do some once I start working on Contessa World. But yeah, not for this park. Okay, there we go. We have our roof access. So I believe this is pretty much it, actually, for the show building. I love putting tiny yen in random places in my park. It's also kind of sad because you can imagine that they're like lost and found things. This is actually something I wanted to do in Contessa Park. I wanted to have the lost and found be accessible, and you would have like a treasure hunt to find lost tiny yens in the park. I feel like it would have been a really fun Easter egg quest to do. And obviously I couldn't do it in Contessa Park because I was on the console, but this is definitely something that I could do on Belleflore, being on PC now. I feel like I could get rid of those two, since I have the other ones. Okay, good progress, good progress. See, I'm not building that slow in streams anymore. What time is it? 11? Okay. Let's do a little bit of landscaping to not to finish the stream, but it's still going to continue for a little bit. But I at least want to make sure that you cannot see this part of the show building through the queue, which you can kind of see at the moment. Will there be more layers of parking inside? Yes, of course. Many parking spaces. Let me have a quick sip of water. There we go. Why did you not do yen toilets in this park? I can't remember whether you've answered this question in the park. In the past, yes, I have answered that in, well, I've asked the question and answered that myself in the first episode. It was just because at the time I was doing the park on console, so the toilet buildings that I did were really small and compact, like this one, for example. And essentially, just for cohesion, I just want to do the exact same for the rest of the park. Not have like a toilet building that is not accessible, but then have one that is accessible. I feel like it doesn't make much sense. So instead, I feel like it's much smarter to have all the toilets building not have an interior, so that you don't, once you see one and try to go inside, you will know that don't have to go inside, and so the rest of the experience will not be tinted by expecting toilet buildings to be fully realized. Thank you for not sneeze jump scaring us today so far. Hey, it could still happen. We still have a bit of stream to go, so it might happen. I'm gonna try to mute myself if it does, though. We could have one of these. Let me just make sure I don't have the align to surface thing. Wait, is that... Oh, it is a London plane tree. Okay, let's use another one then. Let's use a European ash tree. You should make an updating Belleflore's toilets episode. Yeah, no. It's not gonna happen for the simple reason that it's just not possible. Oh, come on. I hate when the axes are just not cooperating. Something like so. I feel like we just need more foliage to hide this. Like, for example, this kind of building, it's just impossible to have a functional toilet that guests will go in and a custom toilet. It's just impossible. So, no, this is why I won't do it. What type of ride is the dark ride in that building? It's an Omni Mover. So, something I've never done before. Well, no, I have, but you know what I mean. How do you make realistic backstages? Basically, a bunch of aquatic corrugated walls. Coaster supports for the edges. At the bottom, I have breeze blocks. And then I throw some aircon stuff on the roof, some piping on the roof, and some solar panels. Have some fences here, just at the edge. Some gutters, a handful of decals, and one big access place. And yeah, that's pretty much all it is. High five, Yan. Hey, what's happened? Efficiency, love to see it. Yes, thank you. Where do you where do your ideas come from? You honestly, it's pretty much luck. Like usually, what happens is that I will have a general idea of what I want to do, and so, for example, wanting to do a type of ride. The best example for that I have is the Mac Mega. I knew when I started the park back last year that I wanted to have a Mac Mega, so I just put down a Mac Mega coaster in my notes. I really encourage you guys to have notes to write down your ideas and organize them per. Usually I do per areas, but it could be even like it could be whatever you want essentially. If you don't have area ideas yet, you can just put down your rides for now. It's fine. And yeah, so for the longest time it was just a Mac Mega, and then once I knew where it was going in the park, I started saving every bit of inspiration that I could find on the internet, not looking for it, but saving it as it was coming to me, essentially. I don't do much research. I do sometimes, at times, but I don't like doing research. I feel like it's a waste of time. Even though it is at times really important to do some, I really don't like doing research. I feel like it's much more important to just get building and get things done, essentially. And so yeah, so the ideas are just that in their raw form, and then you can just go wild. That's the idea. The ideas are just usually things that I want to see in theme parks in general. Like, it's as easy as that, really. So I have the road going here. So I feel like I need to have a bunch of really tall bushes in general. Hey, Harry, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Been a while. Hey there, little guy. The song sounds like a copy of Carajo's soundtrack. Really? I don't know. I don't remember its soundtrack, to be honest. Looks brilliant. Cannot wait to see the inside of the building. Cool. There will be for VIP supporters, there will be a POV coming likely on Monday. If it comes out a little later, don't be mad, but yeah, it'll likely come out on Monday, which will be a POV of the queue and the actual ride, which is a long ride. It's like 272 seconds, so that is 4 minute 30 essentially. This is like my longest ride in the park at the moment. And that is probably due to the fact that it's a really slow ride, but I've tried to make it as entertaining as I could, and I feel like I've succeeded. But you guys will have to tell me, obviously. Meanwhile, my B&O invert has 5 inversions, because that was the average of all operating ones, for sure, yeah. I usually do that kind of thing as well. I usually look at what feels right for a model. And it usually will come down to the average, or the tallest, or the something, or stat, or something like that. Like I believe the height of Borealis was like the midpoint of the two that existed. I'm not quite sure. Actually, I don't remember. I might be saying totally wrong stuff right at the moment, but yeah, I believe that's how I looked at it. See you, Jinata. Thank you so much for staying so long with us, man. And sleep well. My suspended dark ride is 190 seconds long. That's cool. That's pretty long too. Alright, and now it kind of feels really enclosed. I think I need a few trees still. Which ones do I have? I have an oak and a sycamore. Let's go for a London plane tree then. Let's go for a big one. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I like that. And let's have a medium sycamore here. Or here. Yeah, here is better. And I'm gonna have a European ash tree here. A little smaller. There we go. Yeah, that's great. That fills the view really, really well. I like that. I'm just gonna have that hole here, but there's probably gonna be a road at this point. I'm gonna have to redo this entire road just because of the way this whole thing is needing a redo. I'm even thinking of like having this on the level of this pathway and have it go around and completely redoing everything essentially. So I don't know. I'll see when I'll cross that bridge when I get to it essentially. Hey, Yorin! Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. How's the stream been? It's been really good. It's been really good. It's been really productive. We've done this massive show building here for the Dark Ride. So I'm really happy that we've been able to do a lot of progress. And yeah, man, I saw that you posted something. I have to check it out after the stream. So I'll definitely either do that after the stream or probably tomorrow as well. I have so much to watch these days, but I'll definitely make it a priority. Usually write down write my ideas down, but most of it is going with the flow. Because if the idea is fresh, my builds are so much better. Yes, it's kind of the way I do it as well. Like, going with the flow is pretty important, I feel like. Even though I may seem like I master plan everything, I really don't. Like, I'm just really great at structuring my ideas, but then I'm also great at leaving a lot of interpretation to basically leave that little bit of creativity, creative expression, well, express itself in a way. You know, it's always about leaving a little bit of room for the fun in the end. So is the area meant to be a town with the train station and package customs, or part of the manor grounds, or no area lore? It's like a town of trains. It's as simple and stupid as that. It's no, like, don't think about it too much. It's basically something that they had to throw together because they had to tie the place together since it wasn't for many years. And yeah, it's a bunch of things that they had to unite with the theme of industrial revolution in northern France, and that's the whole theme of the area. There's not much else to it beside the you know, in the end, it's a kids area. There's not much of a story compared to much recent areas like Fiskeshoesten that has a big overarching story to it all with Captain Forson and everything, or even with Wildwater and Wildwater Canyon. They will both have an overarching story. Same with La Serpiente, same with Carmarthen. It's something that they only started to do with in 2013, and this being something that was there before. They had to kind of figure it out, so every ride doesn't really have a story beside this ride, because obviously a dark ride you do need a story to make it to make it good. And so all of this place is kind of tied to the same story, but the rest is kind of what was there rethemed to that that vibe of you know, industrial revolution in northern France. And even though I say that, the ride kind of has computers and all that because of the science fiction aspect, so it's not even strictly industrial revolution, but you know, it's industrial northern France in general. Thank you for being eco-friendly by planting more trees and using bone meal to insta-grow them. You're welcome. I even do that on my foliage, if you noticed. See you, Makeshift. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I uploaded my first episode, and take your time, man. Lots of good stuff to watch indeed. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there is. There really is. I mean, I just noticed your video went up. Well, going up when I started preparing for the stream. So I was like, ah, damn. I wish I had time to watch it before, but I couldn't. It is what it is. Especially because I'm really looking forward to another take on water parks, and yours looks like it is what it is. But yeah, building is looking great. Looking forward to the interior. You will soon enough. You will next week, actually. But yeah, this is good work. What time is it? I've almost been going for 3 hours. I feel like it's a good time to call it a stream. What do you guys think? No, actually, I know what we were going to do. Yeah, let's do that. To finish the stream, we're gonna do the shoutouts now. Because I feel like we need to do quite a lot more of those. You can see where we were. Well, hold on. If I reload this, yeah, you can see the amount of stuff we've done. Like this was very early. This was during my bathroom break. So this is the difference between the first stages of the show building and what we ended up with. So that's really cool. I like that. I'm gonna have a quick little sip of water. There we go. If you're sleepy, I can let go. I'm not sleepy, but my back kind of hurts because I've been playing for a long time today. Like I've actually played quite a lot. I'm gonna try to have everyone that has a number in their name to have them on the departure boards. Whoops. For example, oh, didn't see that. makeshift mean? It's gonna be at 1900 because it's 7, so it's like 7 p.m. Then I have this blows. Oops. Yeah, if I hold shift, it's not gonna work. There we go. At 1300. There we go. See ya, Gil. Thank you so much for stopping by for a little bit. I like the idea of solar panels on the roofs of the buildings to save space. It's not only about saving space, but it's also an actual law that we have in France. When you have a leisure space that is, I don't exactly remember the how big it is, but you're basically required by law to have actual solar a certain amount of solar panels essentially. So we're kind of burning through that to there we go, and this blows to justify that essentially. Okay, and since it is a long name, I'm just gonna make wonky. Actually, can I have wonky build? Yeah, I think I can. And have it be 1600. There we go. Oh, I can actually fit this beside makeshift. Your Planko crashed? Oh no! Well, it happens. There we go. I feel like I need to have it be a little up there. Those mythology music really go hard. Alright guys, last chance by the way to be featured in the ride. After that it's going to be it. Oh, Lazarus Dog is a nice name to have an artifact, so let's do one. Let's steal this one. Where do I have a crate that needs this one? There we go. Lazarus dog. And I want to call this the Lazarus device. Oh, that's big, a little bit big. Hopefully that'll fit. Hey K1000. Welcome to the stream. It's okay if you can't stay. Is that a no to the idea of the wonky building box? Not even seen that idea? What do you mean? Alright. Just going to save it here. You know how I've donated twice. You said you could make an artifact about me, but it's fine. Yeah, I felt like in the end it's better because you have a number in your name. I felt like it's better to have you in the schedule. I mean, you're still there, so it's the same. I have another box here. Let's see. I feel like Miss Barbare might be a nice one to do an artifact for as well. I'm gonna do it on the other side. Right here. Go. I feel like for Miss it has to be a paintbrush, right? That's a reference to the Queendom, obviously. Could you do like animatronic ducks on the lake for visual effects or something like that? I feel like that would be a bit overdoing it, but I have some seagulls, like some seagull statues all over Fiskesjusten, like this, just to give it more life, because we also have a lot of seagull noises around this area, so yeah. But I feel like ducks might be a little overdoing it for little things, you know. Alright, so we've done Miss. Well, you're not on the same box, but you're on the schedule, like above and underneath one another, so you know, it's almost the same. I'm gonna have to to have a big think about the remaining 3. I have another box here, so let's do one over there. I feel like there's a joke in there for Stooge. Oh, that is a great idea, Yorin. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Actually, I'm gonna do it right now. Henry. Hoover. That is so silly, but I love it. It's a perfect idea. Thank you. There we go. So that's done. Three Stooges? Let me just Google that. Three Stooges. I mean, to have them in the box, it's not great. You're not annoying, you're alright. You're just your usual self, it's fine. I feel like Hendrik likes metal. Have you heard about the Don't Look Down audio? Return to Oblivion? No, I haven't. That'd be nice. That's a nice thing. Let's see. So let's have Hendrik there. Wait, it's not aligned, is it? Is this a 2.5? Yes, it is. So what's happening with that that Don't Look Down thing? Like, is it official? Did they say they were doing that? So, Hendrik. Let's call it very simply the heavy metal, whatever that may be. I feel like that works a treat for Hendrik. It's back on. Oh, interesting. Hey Joshua, welcome. Nice to see you. Just at the end of the stream, we're just adding the shout-outs for everyone who donated and gifted some subs. Yeah, I want to play on that idea, Dan. I just don't really know exactly how to make it work with sports. Like there's something to do. Oh, how about that one thing in Back to the Future? Is it the Sports Almanac 2015 or something like that? Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. I feel like it's a great idea. So that we have the stooge idea who knows all the tricks and the sports in there as well. I feel like I ran out of boxes though. I have this one, but it's not very visible. Oh no, this one. This one's great. Caught you right at the end. That's a shame. Dark Ride's looking absolutely amazing so far. Thank you. Thank you so much. As a VIP supporter, you'll be able to see the POV quite soon, so be on the lookout for that. You're so obsessed about being on the box, man. Almanac 2015. You finished the whole layout? I finished the layout and I only have one scene to do. I've just waited. I'm just waiting. Like, I don't want to spoil people with what's happening in the ride, so I decided to just do the show building this stream. There we go. That's a nice reference to Back to the Future. So I've loved reading yours and Wonky's chats on the server. Yeah. It is what it is. And that's all of our shoutouts that we have to do. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 shoutouts. And there we go. Now we can delete that. Thanks again to every one of you who's donated, and I'm really happy to have you featured in the ride in some form. Just before I go, I will do this. Ah. Close this day. At an arriving train from Contessa Park, way ahead of you. Right here. have an Easter egg for Orpheus's lyre from the Nymph Woods. You guys will have to check out the Easter eggs. There are a lot of little details in this queue. Every word that I want to write, I can't because I need one more letter. Okay. I really want to use that as an intro for a particular series that I want to do in the future. Yeah, the character limit is pretty low, and it's especially annoying when you have to write French because French words are so long. Les tempo notes. Yeah, not as long as German for sure. Sorry, when I'm writing stuff, I'm not exactly talkative. Go, that should be good. Let's put that back in place. There we go, that's great. Actually, we could center that a little bit better. There we go. Much better. There we go. Well, my friends, I feel like this is a good place to end the stream. We've done a ton. Oh yeah, what does it translate to? Sorry, yes, I should say that. So close this day to welcome the tempo notes. Please continue towards the office of Margot for the briefing. Margot is the character the main character in this ride, essentially, organizing this whole experiment. So yeah. But guys, thank you all so much for joining me on another stream. Thank you all so much for having been so generous as always. I love you guys, I really do. And is there an angry person outside complaining about the cancelled trains? Of course, there always is. There always is. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I will be back with another stream. I don't really know about what, if I'm honest, on Wednesday, because I'll probably be in the middle of recording or editing. So I don't know. We might start the what we have to do for episode 10, the continuation of Wildwater, our American area. So we shall see. We'll see in the future. But yeah, do look forward to that on Wednesday. On Friday, we will have definitely the next episode of Belleflore about this ride. And on the next Saturday, there's going to be another stream. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I love you all very much. You've been absolutely awesome. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.